So I've got a quick update, in particular because I accidentally just erased my video that I made. Ah! So, my weight, if anyone has been following along, it kept going back the last 2 weeks, like, back and forth among, like, 2 pounds, really, and then finally, breakthrough to another pound, and then, yay, this morning, breakthrough to a pound. Normally, I go get an omelet at my favorite diner on Sundays. It's my main meal, and I couldn't go this Sunday, or at least not when I normally go because of the World Domination Summit, but I could have gone for dinner, and in fact, I went to dinner today because I had told myself that I was not getting that omelet until I made it down to, like, my month-end goal ends in a 0, and kind of mid-month ends in a 5. I made it to the 5 today, and it's the 14th, so perfect, I would say, in terms of when to make it there. So I got that, and I was feeling really... this is now 55 pounds lost from my highest weight, and so I was feeling real good. I went into work. Normally I work from home, but I went into work, met the guys. They're all guys, so I'm going to call them guys. Normally I would say folks, but they were guys. So I met the guys for coffee, and we walked back to work, and on the way in, I think because I'd achieved this weight goal, I'm thinking, oh, maybe they'll notice. I mean, when you're as big as I am, it takes a long time for people to notice. Like, when I remember the first major weight loss that I ever did was going from 190 to 140. I looked pretty good at 140. And no one noticed that I was losing weight. I mean, no coworkers noticed I was losing weight until it was gone, basically, like 50 pounds in. So at 55 pounds lost, and I'm now down 2 jean sizes. I started in a 28 women's, not European sizes, 28 women's, went down to a 26, and just recently got into a 24. So I'm feeling like a slenderer version of myself. I haven't been this low in weight since 2012, late 2012, but still, so that's like at least 2.5 years, if not 3 years. So I'm I got my swagger on. I'm going into the office, and I think maybe someone will notice. I mean, after all, I don't go into the office very often, maybe once a month, maybe every couple months, not very often, but okay, admittedly, it had only been like 10 pounds in the last month, because that's sort of how I roll. So it wasn't that much. Maybe it's too gradual for them to see. Maybe it just needs to be 100 pounds, because I'm not even close to down to 190 yet. So maybe it's just got to be a while. But in any case, I still have my swagger on because I made my weight loss goal. And then, like, towards the end of the day, someone in our Slack room, Slack is like where chat happens, and most of the channels are all work related, like your particular app or systems operations, or, the general tech room or the engineering room when things have gone horribly, horribly wrong, or even a specific chat room for when we do brown bag sessions, which we did today. So there's all these different rooms, including off topic and regional rooms, and we were joking so much joking in the regional room today. And I was in the office for the regional office, so we're joking even while we're in the same room together on the Slack channel. And someone posted, who wasn't there, towards the end of the day, posted a picture of the new Ghostbusters crew, which is all chicks. And I only know one of them. Melissa McCarthy is one of the chicks. Now, I recently saw her in Spy, which I loved, and I totally relate to her on a number of different levels. I mean, I think you always, well, I don't know if you always, but people in general, like the actresses or actors either that they think are attractive or that they can see themselves in that role or position for some reason. And it could be a situational thing. I think a lot of times it might be aesthetics, or it might be, like she falls in love with the weird guy, and you're like, I would fall in love with the weird guy, rah. So, and so admittedly, a lot of the stuff is aesthetics, Melissa McCarthy has broken a lot of barriers in terms of being a large woman, brunette, which is how I connect, and sometimes glasses, but smart, funny, qualities I think of myself as, and I admire her in so many ways. First of all, one thing I don't connect with her on is talented acting, because I don't know if she can code, but I can't act. I've tried. No. The woman can emote, she can kick ass, she can do physical comedy, she can make you laugh, she can be smart, she can be sexy, she can be all the things that she can be, which sounds like an army commercial, but it's not. Although, her as Private Benjamin would be kind of fun. Although, well, I don't know. That's not important. The important thing is, so someone posts in our regional Slack room, did anybody notice, they post a picture of the 4 women, did anybody notice that Tara has been cast in the new Ghostbusters? And of course they mean Melissa McCarthy, who's, she's standing there among 3 either normal or smaller than normal people, one of whom is black, and anyway, but there is a short, brunette, large woman with glasses, even sort of cat eye, although not with the awesome rhinestones that I have rocking. But they clearly mean that. Now, on the one hand, I would totally, if you gave me a picture of any 4 actresses and Melissa McCarthy was included, I would see myself more as Melissa McCarthy than I would say, okay, this is going to show my age, like Winona Ryder, or Christina Ricci, or that blonde chick. What the hell's her name? The pink and the lawyer and the southern woman who was drunk and spoke rudely to that police officer. Crap. Something with a W? No, last name had a white? Something white? Something? Initials RW, maybe? Oh, God. It is so not coming to me. And all of you, if anybody's watching this, is going, I almost had it. The legal chick with the southern thing. Oh man, I almost had it again, right? Reese Witherspoon. Okay, so Reese Witherspoon is in a picture with Melissa McCarthy and I don't know, Christina Ricci and Sandra Bullock, right? Those 4 are in there. I'm going to see myself as if I was imagining playing a character, which again I'm not talented enough to do, I would picture myself as Melissa McCarthy, and I would do that based on aesthetics. Admittedly, I would also do it just because she's funny and smart as hell and a really good actress, but aesthetics first. I mean, it is Hollywood we're talking about, right? So obviously that's what they're talking about. And I think if it had come on a day when I wasn't feeling like a skinny version of myself, now admittedly I am super obese, and I don't say super as a great adjective. I mean that I am trying, and am now officially 15 pounds higher than morbidly obese. I am trying to get to morbidly obese. How about that? One of my goals is to be morbidly obese. That is a goal, because right now I'm super obese. And so it should come as no surprise that if you're going to pick an actress to play me, not only is she going to be brunette and or be wearing glasses and or be smart, but she's going to be big. And thank God for Melissa McCarthy, because I got someone who can play me. But I didn't even feel a pang. I felt an acknowledgement that I knew why she was picked for me. It didn't bother me because number one, I admire her, and number two, I would have picked her to represent me. And she did kind of look like me, in the group shot. And I mean, it's at a distance. It's not like, just generally speaking, that's me. But I think he realized he was speaking about my aesthetics, which one maybe you shouldn't do with a coworker. It's tech, and dudes are still figuring out how to work with chicks, and I got patience. So he's like, you could, look at her on the end there. And Melissa McCarthy was the second one in. So, and the one on the end, I think he said, at the end, is a tall blonde chick, short blonde hair. That you can't tell because my hair is always up in the summer, but it's long. So he's clearly not talking about the blonde chick with the spiked hair. He's talking about me and Melissa McCarthy. And anyway, so then another guy chimes in because I think he realized maybe even before the guy said anything that, ooh, this might not be good. He jumped in. He's like, you mean on the left at the end? And that woman is a tall, skinny black woman. Also, none of those traits are me, or look like me, and no glasses. So, and then somebody else jumps in, I'm confused, and nobody's confused. Everybody's just trying to dissipate that the man just found a brunette, large woman with glasses and compared her to me. It was totally fine. So I'm watching all this go down on the thing, and there are people in the room behind me who are also watching, because we're all in that regional room on Slack and watching the things go by. And I'm looking at the picture, and I'm again acknowledging, not hurt, totally true. It's too bad nobody noticed I'd lost weight and instead compared me to the one large actress in the picture. But it's an awesome large actress, and I am still super obese. So there are no feelings available to be hurt. It's just an acknowledgement and a fact. Totally fine. Still got my favorite omelet to celebrate my 55-pound weight loss. But anyway, I'm looking at the picture, and this is true, and I say, I totally have better glasses. And one of the guys behind me is like, you should say that. And so I did. I typed, I totally have better glasses. And in part, it was to let them know, hey, I'm not hurt by being compared to an awesome actress who happens to be big, brunette, and wearing glasses like I am. I mean, I would make the same comparisons probably. But I wanted to let them know it was okay. And especially since, got to acknowledge that they tried to dig themselves out once they realized what they'd done. I can give people points for that too. It wasn't so bad to begin with, and they tried their best to make it better, even though, yeah, we all know. And I did have better glasses. So people appreciated that. I think that I said that, and because the guy who originally posted is like totally true. And and then we moved onward. I think folks wanted to get away from that possibly hot button topic. I didn't talk about it being a hot topic button because, I didn't want to make it more of a thing than it was. I thought people were already kind of thinking about that issue that sort of came up inadvertently because the guy, made an aesthetic comparison. It's kind of interesting, though. On the day I celebrate my 55-pound loss, and I get compared aesthetically, and it's a good reality hit. But I I love Melissa McCarthy and will happily be compared to her. She actually has a better body than I do, even before she lost weight. I think she's probably, especially now that she has lost weight, she's probably at least 50 pounds less than I am. So I'm chasing you, Melissa. I'm chasing you. Anyway, so 55-pound loss. I got 15 pounds to go, and then I can celebrate being morbidly obese. Woo, 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 woo. I know. Weird thing to celebrate, but when you're super obese, it's a thing to celebrate. I really need to do that laundry. That's actually not a pile of laundry. It is a duvet inside a duvet cover, which is laundry. And then pillow, which is pillowcase in a pillowcase. Needs to be washed, so that's laundry. I should do that, because you will know if I have not.